Ladies and gentlemen, hello. Once again, it's your main man, the Gaming Prophet. We're at the last stop before the first pay-per-view at Universe Mode, the Royal Rumble. We're here live, Friday Night Smackdown, kicking things off with the best in the world, CM Punk, who is down to the ring with his wife, manager, AJ Lee. CM Punk looking to make a splash here before the Royal Rumble. Of course, will be involved in that 30-man over the top rope Royal Rumble match. If he does win, he gets a WrestleMania match, a WrestleMania main event for the World Heavyweight title. CM Punk has been pretty unimpressive lately. KyngOfTheLightSkinns is also here, as usual. And as usual, is here. His opponent, the self-proclaimed best in the world at what he does. So it's the best versus the best. Chris Jericho versus CM Punk. The Walls of Jericho versus the Anaconda Vice. The Code Breaker versus the Go to Sleep. This is set to be a really, really good one to kick off SmackDown. No word yet. I believe Chris Jericho will also be involved in the 30-man over the top rope Royal Rumble. We know that Kane from Raw will have a top spot, a top number in the Royal Rumble. But now it's SmackDown's turn to show out. We got some huge matches. Besides this one, we have a tag team title match, the first of its kind in SmackDown. After I did some talking to GM, telling him SmackDown, the tag team division is important. So we will see the Usos defend their tag titles against the Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. That's going to be a great one. And then in your main event, once again, for the third week straight, The Rock is in, or fourth week straight, The Rock is in a match against the man who defeated Shawn Michaels last week, Batista. Now that is your main event, and that is sure to be a good one. But right now, we got a great match going on in the ring. Chris Jericho and CM Punk, old rivals, rekindling their feud right now. And KyngOfTheLightSkinns sitting next to me at the announce table playing on his phone. As usual, I don't think there hasn't been an episode where KyngOfTheLightSkinns wasn't playing on his phone. But that's just who KyngOfTheLightSkinns is. He did book these matches, because if I booked these matches, they'd be a lot better. But anyways, Chris Jericho takes down CM Punk with a neck breaker. AJ Lee is watching on from the outside. Jericho definitely has more years, definitely more of a veteran than CM Punk. CM Punk probably watched Chris Jericho as a teen on TV at ECW, WCW, and WWE, of course. Now facing him one-on-one, looking to impress SmackDown General Manager KyngOfTheLightSkinns, maybe earning himself a higher number in the Rumble. Of course, all the numbers are randomly chosen, but of course, if your general manager gives you a high number, that always gives you an increased chance of winning the Royal Rumble. But of course, it's very slim. But back to the action in the ring. CM Punk, Irish Whip into a knee to Chris Jericho. CM Punk going to try to play into those knees. Oh, and just kicking him in the head 3 times for good measure. Stomping on him. CM Punk is definitely going to bring the pain right now. Speaking of bringing the pain once again for the third week or second week straight, something like that. I don't know. My statistics are a little off. Brock Lesnar is not scheduled in a match. The world champion prefers to not show up at his own brand that he basically rules. So, that's that. Chris Jericho now taking control of CM Punk. CM Punk with a knee to the stomach. Chris Jericho taking control of CM Punk. He's got him up for a vertical suplex and drops him down on the mat. And a cover, just an arrogant cover by Y2J. Chris Jericho looking a bit older these days. I don't know if it's just me, but I think Chris Jericho looks a little out of touch. I don't want to say it to his face, but look at this now. I think you might have heard me all the way over at the announce table taking out CM Punk. And on drop kick, no! Oh man, he crashed and burned big time right there. AJ Lee's gotta be celebrating over there. The alliance of CM Punk and AJ was just born. As you know, they are married. But oh, Codebreaker out of nowhere. As I was just talking about the marriage of one CM Punk and AJ, Chris Jericho just hits a Codebreaker. 1, 2, 3. Chris Jericho just defeats CM Punk as AJ Lee does nothing about it. That was unexpected ending. I think no one really saw that coming. Chris Jericho just was kind of just boom out of nowhere right there. Codebreaker, lights out CM Punk. I was just talking about maybe AJ Lee with CM Punk would rejuvenate his career, get him kick-started, and well, he definitely got kick-started all right. Chris Jericho wins via Codebreaker. Jericho possibly looking to be a participant in the 30-man over-the-top rope Royal Rumble. As we move on to the next match, here the last stop before Royal Rumble, it is for the WWE Tag Team titles, the Smackdown Tag titles that have yet to show up on the show. They weren't announced, they weren't revealed, they haven't had a match. We didn't even know who the Tag Team Champions were. We'd never even seen the Usos fight here on SmackDown. But now, the Tag Team Champions are here, Jimmy and Jay, as they do their tribal dance. And I think this is set to be a good match. You know, with the Usos, they can never have a bad match. Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. Definitely Braun Strowman's got a lot to prove. He's yet to debut. Bray Wyatt had a match with Randy Orton last week, which I believe he lost, if I remember correctly. So I guess we're just going to have to see. The tag team titles are on the line. The Usos are getting hyped for their SmackDown quote-unquote debut. But their opponent is going to, well, he's going to take them to the limit. And his opponent, if they ever come out. I think they have the default tag entrance, which won't really fit them. But it's the celebrating tag team of Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. This we're gonna have to edit this entrance later on. And I think it kind of fits them, you know. I think yeah, I think Braun Strowman's excited. They're just excited to have a match on SmackDown. I would be too. Actually, I'd be kind of depressed. No one wants to have a match on SmackDown. If your name's not Brock Lesnar, then you're not worthy of having a match on SmackDown. Even him doesn't even have a match on SmackDown. But the tag team titles are on the line. That's enough of me bashing. You know what? It's not enough, actually. I'm going to continue to bash SmackDown because that's my job. And it's my hobby, quite frankly. The Usos and the Wyatt family. We spoke a little bit about Luke Harper, Monday Night Raw. If you missed that episode, go check it out. That was episode 8 of our Universe Mode. Luke Harper won a triple threat match to face John Cena at Royal Rumble. We're talking a little bit about how he's separated from the Wyatt family. He's kind of on his own now, doing his own thing on Raw. And even Eric Rowan, who was once a prominent member of the Wyatt family, is on NXT now because he was not drafted. Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt were both drafted by SmackDown. That kind of puts them together. I don't think Bray Wyatt would go anywhere without at least one of his, you know, family members, whether that be Rowan, Harper, or Strowman. And looks like Strowman wants in this match. Look at the size of Braun Strowman. I don't think I've seen a superstar that big and those shoulders so wide in a long time. Reminds me a little bit of Andre the Giant. Not as big as Andre the Giant, but certainly just you can feel when he walks by that presence. A super kick from the Uso. Cover 1, 2. I believe that's Jey Uso, if I'm not mistaken. Can't really tell the difference too much besides maybe the tattoos, which still really can't tell the difference. As Braun Strowman gets tagged in, Oh man, this could spell the beginning of the end. We've yet to see what this kid can do, and oh, just immediately goes to the back of Jey Uso. Now trying to punch him, but Jey Uso, oh, he's gonna try to tag in his brother. Oh my gosh, he just lifts Braun Strowman off the ground. Are you serious? I didn't think anyone could do that, let alone Jey Uso. And now he's trying to make him submit. Will this be it for Braun Strowman? No, Jey Uso lets him go. Jey Uso looking really strong right here. Oh, but an elbow to the face from Strowman, the quote-unquote black sheep. And look at this. Oh, just slams him down with a spinebuster type move, tagging in Bray Wyatt to come pick up the pieces. Now Bray Wyatt and Jimmy Uso are going to go at it. But look at this. Throws him into the corner. He bounces off the turnbuckle. And now once again, going to throw him into the corner. This time he sticks. And a running... Oh my gosh, and he just drops him down. A running clothesline, splash in the corner, if you will. Now look at this, pump handle. He got him. Oh, and then he slams him right down. And now it looks to tag in Strowman again. These two are just back and forth with these tags. Now Braun Strowman is going to take control here. Oh, what a knee to the head. Jey Uso needs to tag in Jimmy, and he needs to do it quickly. Now just stomping on Jey. Jey trying to get to his feet. A punch. No. Jey stops it. Jey, you got to tag in Jimmy. There we go. He's going to throw him into the corner. Possibly get a tag. He bounced off the ropes. Once again into the corner. No. He won't stick in the corner. But Jey Uso, what a move. Gets the big man off his feet. Drops a knee on his head. He's got to tag in Jimmy. He still hasn't tagged him in yet. I think he wants to do some sort of tag team move. But Braun Strowman's 2 steps ahead. Throws him to the apron. And look at this. Oh, no. Braun Strowman, what is he thinking on the apron here? What is that big man doing? And a back body drop on the apron. Oh my gosh, Jey Uso is just being dominated in this match. Hasn't even got a tag into Jimmy yet, and he's just getting destroyed down there. Braun Strowman dropping knees on him, taking him off the apron, back body drops and all. And now throwing him back into the ring. If he can get it covered, this might be it. We might have new tag team champions right now. The first title defense, much like what happened with Raw, the first title defense could be their last title defense. At least for now. Braun Strowman once again throws him to the outside. Oh no, not again. Not again, Braun. Come on. Another back body drop on the apron. Once again, Jey Uso is subject to that move. And a punch to the jaw. And he stops him in a slap to the chest. Braun Strowman is just killing Jey Uso right now. And I don't mean that. I'm not just saying that. He's certainly taking his the damage is taking its toll on Jey Uso. And now off the ropes, Strowman just tosses him over like a sack of potatoes. Wow, oh no. Braun Strowman is setting him up for something. I have no idea what Braun Strowman was looking for here. Oh no, not the bear hug. Jey's gonna tap. All that damage on the back, but Jimmy smartly comes in. No, he taps. Jey taps. We have new tag team champions just like that. The most dominant performance I've seen in universe mode history. Braun Strowman just destroyed Jey Uso. Braun Strowman, 2 back body drops on the apron. Braun Strowman, look at this. And you could tell it took his damage. I thought Jey Uso was going to break it up right there, but it looked like it was too late. And Bray Wyatt, of course, was there as well. New tag team champs, the Wyatt family. Bray Wyatt finally captures gold and Braun Strowman in his debut match. Dominant. Extremely dominant. Well, it looks like we have a new force to be reckoned with in the tag team division here on SmackDown. In a crazy, crazy match. New champs. But we still have the main event. What a way to set up for the Royal Rumble. One of the heavy favorites, Batista, who is going to be in that Royal Rumble match against the #1 contender for the World Champ. The man that faces the Mayor of Suplex City, the Beast, the Conqueror, in a last man standing match at the Royal Rumble. The People's Champion, The Rock. These two will go one-on-one here in the main event for the first time ever. Now, I did say on Raw I was going to announce the stipulation of Neville versus Seth Rollins, which I forgot to do, but I'll do it now. Seth Rollins versus Neville for the WWE Championship will be inside a steel cage match at the Royal Rumble Now these two they've had a regular match, they've had a TLC match, and now a steel cage match will end the feud. There'll be no running, there'll be no escaping. Besides, you know, there will be escaping if someone does escape the cage, but there'll be no running. You can't hide. You gotta face them, you know, head on. That cage can be used as a weapon, of course, as we've seen time and time again. So Seth Rollins and Neville will be inside a steel cage for the WWE title in their last installment of their 3 matches. But now, The Rock and Batista go one-on-one as they lock up. This is for the first time ever. The Rock, of course, has been on a roll lately. The only person he has lost to in Universe Mode so far is Seth Rollins. Now, an interesting thing that's going on right now between Raw and SmackDown, I'm not sure what's going on here with this, but it's been very confusing anyway, so I guess this isn't really that shocking. But after their match, Seth Rollins and The Rock shook his hand, and then, you know, they became, I don't know if friends is the word, tag team partners. I'm not really sure, but after the match, The Rock raised Seth Rollins' hand in victory. And then Seth Rollins, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. KyngOfTheLightSkinns was just saying something. Seth Rollins had a match, and then The Rock came out and celebrated with him. And then last week, The Rock beat Roman Reigns, and then Seth Rollins came out. And then on Raw, Luke Harper won a match. And then Seth Rollins and The Rock were there. Excuse me, that was a door. Seth Rollins and The Rock were at the top of the ramp. And they celebrated with Luke Harper, and I guess it was just because they're all #1 contenders. Like, Luke Harper's #1 contender for the U.S. title, The Rock for the heavyweight title, Seth Rollins for the WWE title. That's the only thing I can really put together. As Batista gets a cover at 1, no, but sorry, I'm kind of rambling on, but the Universe Mode has been really confusing. So I just like to point that out since it is kind of relevant. Also, mentioning the Royal Rumble coming up. The pre-show has been announced. Cesaro and Tyson Kidd will defend their newly won tag team titles against the Dudley Boys, Devon and Bubba Ray. This is their first title defense. The New Day, obviously not going to get their rematch. Not sure what's going on with the whole Kofi Kingston thing. I guess we're just going to have to let them play that out. But The Rock here, taking control of Batista early on. Now picking up Batista. As we see, from what I believe, Batista's been pretty dominant so far. I saw The Rock get a few good moves in. I've been rambling. It seems like that's what I do every episode. So apologies for that. Off the turnbuckle goes Batista. The Rock, like I said, has been on a roll. He is, I think, 3-1 or 4-1 in Universe Mode, winning a triple threat match. Oh, what a move from the People's Champion. He won a triple threat match with Stone Cold and Triple H, and then he defeated Roman Reigns, and he defeated Roman Reigns, and who did he defeat last week? He defeated Spinebuster from Batista. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. The Rock defeated last week 1, 2. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm very just drawing a blank here. Uh-oh. Batista bomb. Oh, Batista bomb from Batista. Is that it? Is he going to defeat the #1 contender in the main event after all my rambling and confusion? The cover. 1, 2. No, The Rock is not going to give up that easy. Of course not. That's the People's Champion. That's why he's #1 contender. The Irish Whip off. But Batista gets him right back. Now Batista raining down punches on The Rock. What a match. Aside from my commentary, this has been a pretty good show. You know, this is my first gig. The cover from Batista. 1, no, his rope break. His feet were underneath the rope. It's my first gig, you know. I'm a GM / announcer / color commentator / owner / I do it all. The cover from Batista. 1, 2, 3. Batista has just defeated The Rock. And I was just talking to King Lightskins before this, saying, you know, why isn't Brock Lesnar? And he said, how would it look if Brock Lesnar were to lose a match before defending his title at the Royal Rumble? And I said, how would it look if The Rock lost the match? He wouldn't look like a #1 contender. And I guess all these matches had just taken a toll on him. The Rock losing to Roman Reigns. I mean, not losing to Roman Reigns. The Rock facing Roman Reigns. The Rock facing Seth Rollins. Like I said, I kind of drawn a blank on who he faced last week, but I know he did have a match. Yeah, I think all these matches just took a toll on him, and now, just after being defeated by Batista 2 days later, he's gonna have to face, or this Sunday rather, he's gonna have to face Brock Lesnar for the World Heavyweight title, and that's gonna do it for this episode of SmackDown. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like down below. And comment if you want to see more Universe Mode. Next stop, the Royal Rumble, the biggest pay-per-view of the year. I'm the Game Prophet. And I'll see you guys next time.